Dear friends of Barça, today is a sad day for all Barcelona fans with the departure of Íñigo Martínez. That's right. Yesterday, Fabrizio Romano announced on his official account that there was an agreement between a team from Saudi Arabia and the player from Ondarroa. Therefore, it's time to say goodbye to the heart of Barca's defense, to the lion Íñigo Martínez. Don't leave, because the video is going to be very beautiful, and I also want you to stay with me until the end. Smash the like button for Íñigo Martínez, and to support this channel, let's get to the information in the video. Yesterday afternoon, news broke on Twitter and social media quickly erupted with information from journalist Fabrizio Romano. He mentioned an agreement between Al Nassr of the Saudi Arabian League and Íñigo Martínez. And therefore, Barca was going to have to reach an agreement with the player for his departure. A departure that obviously was not expected, even though last season there was also a small approach, but Íñigo finally decided to stay. We're talking about a pretty significant offer, quite large in terms of income for Íñigo Martínez, who is in the final stage of his career. And therefore, it's understandable that the player accepts, because he's also going to make a gesture with the club, which is impressive. But first, let's see which team is going to take on the figure who until now has been a player. Very important, I would say extremely important for Football Club Barcelona, because Íñigo Martínez has been more than just a player. He's been a captain without the armband. He's been the brain of Barca's defense, the man who has been able to bring to the field what he had in mind, what he had in his head. Hansi Flick. Therefore, he has been the coach's right hand on the field. Íñigo Martínez's experience has greatly helped us. It's a significant loss for Barca's defense. Towards the end of the video, I'm going to analyze it for you, but first, I'll tell you where Íñigo Martínez is going. Well, he's going to play for Cristiano Ronaldo's team, Al Nassr, in the Saudi Pro League, the champion of Saudi Arabia. Really? Well, here there are players of the caliber of, for example, Marcelo Brozovic. We have Joao Felix, who joined this year. There's also former Liverpool player Sadio Mane, and of course, Cristiano Ronaldo himself. The coach, the Portuguese Jorge Jesus, is the one who made the big move to bring the center-back from Barca. Íñigo Martínez, who has played a total of 71 matches for Barca, scoring 3 goals and providing 6 assists. Íñigo Martínez, a very important player, 34 years old, 1.82 meters tall. And therefore, even though he had 1 year left on his contract, Íñigo has reached an agreement with the club. As our colleague from Más Que Pelotas, Adrian Sanchez, already mentioned, he gives up a year of his contract, gives up the severance pay, gives up a lot of money. Íñigo Martínez is leaving the way a Barca player should. Take note, Ter Stegen. That's how it's done. With agreements and looking out for the badge. And also, our colleague from Mundo Deportivo, Ferran Martínez, has also told us that out of the 14 million, pay attention, okay? It's 14 million euros that Íñigo Martínez is going to free up from the wage bill. What happens is that Barça, as of today, since it's blocked the issue with the very important person boxes until La Liga approves it, not everything can be counted. And therefore, we're still over the limit and we're not in the 1-to-1 rule as of today. Let's hope that from now until next Saturday, when the first match day of La Liga is played, we can have everything sorted out so we can register all the players. And right now, I'm going to give you the explanation because, listen, it's very important. Our colleague Victor Malo has mentioned that as of today, Barca already has enough fair play to be able to register at least 2 players. Notice the 2 players, Joan Garcia and Marcus Rashford, he says. Íñigo Martínez's departure allowed both of them to join. And therefore, there is salary cap space to register Joan Garcia and also the good Marcus Rashford. At this point, Deco has managed to generate between 27 and 28 million euros of salary cap space, with 6 departures and 4 transfers. This amount would be enough, as I said, and as my colleague Victor Malo mentions, for Joan Garcia and Marcus Rashford. But for now, with the television rule as it is, both Chesney and Gerard Martin would not be able to register unless, as I said, the very important person box situation is resolved. But why doesn't Barca automatically register Joan Garcia and Marcus Rashford today? Well, the colleague explains it perfectly here. He points out that Barça wants to wait for the outcome of the Ter Stegen case to try to take advantage of the fair play space that the German would leave. This allows them to use that percentage to register Joan Garcia and the remaining players. We should add Ronnie Bargi, who hasn't been mentioned yet. Now let's discuss football. Let's talk about the impact of Íñigo Martínez on Barça and what the club is going to lose on the field. Because our friend Gus, one of the best analysts we have in the Barça world, said this: Íñigo Martínez is a huge loss. No one connected better with long passes. No one made as many switches of play. No one was better in the air. No one was better at covering the back. His season was huge, and it's a very sensitive tactical loss for Hansi Flick. Look here at the statistics and everything that Íñigo Martínez has achieved. Obviously, I understand that it's a very, very important loss, but I also understand that at his age, 34 years old, about to turn 35, Íñigo Martínez will hardly be able to maintain this great level for many more years. Therefore, this departure is going to help Barça. He has behaved wonderfully with the club. He is very grateful and has also proven to be a true Barça fan during his time here. And you just have to remember the celebration of the last league and the Copa del Rey with that famous flag. Has he always defended Barça? He's a guy who's a role model and will always be grateful to someone like Íñigo Martínez. And what is Hansi Flick going to do to solve the departure of such an extraordinary player? Well, look, as of today, this is how your defense looks. With Koundé as right back, Valde as left back, and as center backs, Cubarsí and Araujo, it seems like that's going to be the starting pair for the season. But, well, there are other options. For example, Andres Christensen can also play as a center back and play alongside Cubarsí. Eric Garcia or Gerard Martínez, a left-footed center back, can play center back. There are many options. Or even put Eric Garcia on the right, make a change like that, and put Koundé as a center back with Pau Cubarsí. Many possibilities exist. And let's not rule out that Barça might make a last-minute move in the market, although honestly, I almost rule that out. I doubt Barça will make a last-minute signing. I think we have a pretty deep bench. And besides, in La Masia, we have Cuenca, a left-footed center-back who I think has good qualities and who could also help the first team at some point. He has already debuted under Hansi Flick in some collabs, so I ask for calm, especially from here. From Barça Hoy, I want to send a big hug to Íñigo Martínez and sincerely thank him for everything he did for this badge. For Football Club Barcelona, because we want players who give their all, just like he did. And also, with that quality, with that way of playing and communicating. He has been an example, I repeat, for his teammates and also for all the fans. Hopefully we won't miss Íñigo Martínez too much, and let's trust in our own. Araujo, Christensen, Mr. Gerard Martin, Pau Cubarsí, Eric Garcia, Koundé, and Alejandro Valde. Also in the youth academy, including Jofre Torrens and Andres Cuenca. And whoever has to come, because the season is going to be intense, and Flick wants everyone at their best level. How do you feel about Íñigo Martínez leaving? Share your opinion in the comments and leave a kind message for the captain of captains. I repeat, even though he never wore the armband, Íñigo was always our captain. We love you, Leon, and wish you the best.